sunset, the shavings fall, sharing old stories while we carve and install. One piece at a time, like memories we weave, in the heart of this workshop we never leave. A little bit of patience, a little bit of care. Just like a good friend, you've got to be there. Sand down the rough spots, smooth out the lines, and what we create will stand the test of time. So here's to the hammers, the sawdust, the glue, but most of all, here's to friends like you.
What's up, folks? Here we are again, another edition of DeLand's Handmade Woodworking live on Thursday nights.
How's everybody doing tonight?
What's up?
What's up? What's up? Who's ready to hear me sing? Let me put some rap down. Boom, shakalaka.
Oh, no. Dear God, no.
Dear God, no, don't. You know what? You've never really heard me sing, and I can bust out a rhyme or two or three.
Can you sing solo?
I can sing
solo. We can't even hear you.
Oh, that was rough. That was rough.
I know.
All right, let me do a shout out to the channel members real quick.
Right. Yep.
So I'm gonna shout out Amy Joan, Rhinestone Suzanne, Melissa Downing, Jay Creates, Greg Reynolds, and Oli Makes. Thank you guys for being channel members. I appreciate you. And don't forget, we have a channel member giveaway next month. So that's going to be awesome. I'm still trying to come up with a giveaway for channel subscribers for next month too. So stay tuned for more news on that.
How come I'm not a channel member?
I don't know. Why aren't you a channel member?
I mean, I should automatically be one, shouldn't I? What the hell?
You should, but you can't right now. Because you can't right now.
Whatever.
It just got awkward. Real awkward silence. The channel members know why you can't be a channel member right now. All right. Let's go on to something else. Shit. Amy Joe, don't say nothing. All right. So anyways, how's everybody's week going? I hope it's going good. Let's say hi to everybody that's in chat.
Yeah.
CNG Creations, Old Pat, Dad, Last Breath Woodworks, Jeff, The Runic Workshop. Trying to scroll up. Why isn't it letting me scroll up? Old Path, Runic, Dad, Plywood. Plywood's here. Grumpy's here. Jeff, I think I said Jeff. No, Amy Jo is here. Oli's here. And I don't think I forgot anybody else.
Grumpy's Laid Back Carvings.
All right, Grumpy's here.
Jeff Dowdy.
Yep, I got Jeff. Almost to the top. And the
Ole
carving
Makes,
wizard's here.
what's
He's
up, Ole?
backstage waiting. So I think I covered everybody. Awesome. Okay. Perfect. Oh, Bear and the Boss Lady's here. Cat's Piece is here.
Yep.
Awesome. Awesome. They're just now popping in. And I think I saw Michael back, or Michael's here. So hello, Michael. So hey, we said hi to everybody. And why don't we go ahead and bring out our guest?
Yes, our guest of honor tonight is. There he is. Boom.
Hello.
The Carving Wizard.
Rusty, Deland gave us members your address, and we're planning on showing up and putting a bunch of pink flamingos in your yard. Yes.
I mean, still waiting for those stickers. Damn it, CNG. Sorry.
All right.
I just have. You got CNG's address?
I think so. I got to go back through my emails and check. I believe I do. Yep.
So it's funny that he says that. So like when I was in high school, a bunch of friends, we're all riding around being no good teenagers.
Oh, hold on, Rusty. Yeah. We have a very special guest tonight.
We do?
Yes. The Mrs. Carving Wizard is in chat.
What is up, Mrs. Carving Wizard? Holy cow.
Yeah, so everybody say hello to the Mrs. Carving Wizard. Hello, Mrs. Carving Wizard.
Awesome.
You'll be able to respond back. She's at work, but.
Yeah. So we were all riding around, and you know how people like to put those. Well, it was a thing in our area. They put up reflectors, but they're like on little aluminum sticks or aluminum poles to mark the edge of their. Well, we went around stealing those things all night, and I bet we had 100 of them things. And we just picked a yard and stopped, and everybody got out and grabbed a handful and went out and just covered this guy's yard in these things, and then took off. We didn't ever driveway markers. Thank you. Whatever, CNG. So we cut. It's like he sprouted freaking driveway markers all over his yard.
So up north at our cottage, it's funny, and kids haven't got it yet because we get an ungodly amount of snow up north in northern Michigan, to the point to where the people that live there year round, they cement in their mailboxes, because when the plow trucks come through, the force of the snow knocks over the mailboxes.
Yeah.
So there were some really brilliant kids going around driving down the road with a baseball bat.
Yeah.
And trying to hit the boxes as they go by. Yeah. Well, they quickly realized that when you take an aluminum bat to steel going at like 10 miles an hour, it'll kick back and go through your other window if you're not careful. And then tried to blame the property owner because the bat broke the window. And he was like, no, we're not playing that.
I don't think that would hold up much.
It's all right, Perry. It's time to play Get to Know the Carving Wizard. So tell everybody a little bit about yourself.
Well, I'm a veteran for one. I kind of grew up carving, and when I was a kid, I used to whittle on a stick whenever I go fishing with my dad. But I never really thought of making stuff, like what I do now. And around COVID hit, and I was scrolling through YouTube trying to find something to do just to keep busy. But also at that time, my dad had just got diagnosed with Alzheimer's and dementia.
Oh, man.
So I was trying to find something also to help me keep my mind off that, because that was a hard time. My dad not even knowing who I was and trying to deal with that. And so I kind of picked up carving, and it kind of went from there. I was watching Jordy Johnson at Carbon Fusion over on YouTube, and then Doug Linker, and were a few other ones. Alex Lacrosse. I don't know if I'm saying his name right, but he does like the chisel carving. But Jordy was using like the Dremel, but I kind of like using the knives, but I like using the Dremel too because it can be a little bit quicker when you're trying to carve than just using a knife. Sometimes it takes a little bit longer to remove a lot of the wood. So from there, I started carving, and actually, I guess you can say from my very first carving here, this
Okay,
kind
hold
of
on a
started
second.
me. It's kind of crazy. It's kind of like how I was feeling. Really, it shows up in the wood. I just wanted to scream because I was dealing with this stuff with my dad.
Shoot,
And
man, I'm impressed. That's freaking good. I'm
well,
scared
I
to
kind of
try
I
it.
took art in like middle school, and then in high school, we did like this clay thing where you cut out these clay prints
Right?
with I forget linoleum cutter or something like
Yeah.
that. I made like a jester back then. I don't have it no more, but so I've
Okay.
kind of always had a thing for art. I've always liked it. Like in the military, I used to draw a little bit. I never really considered myself that good at drawing. I'm not like my son. Now, my son can draw, my wife can draw, but I'm not that great at it. My symmetry, but carving, I don't know what it is about it. It just seems easier than drawing. So I
To
kind of did.
me,
I did it for that, and then I do have PTSD. When I was in Iraq, we did gun truck patrols, and we would follow our supplies all
Holy
throughout
shit.
Iraq from one base to another base. And well, one night it was like our second week there. We just had got on our own. The other unit that was there from Tennessee trained us, and we were on a mission that night. Our second week on our own, and my platoon sergeant's vehicle got hit with an IED, and so I
Oh
kind of
shit.
lived with that. It was a
that's
crazy
rough.
night, but the wood carving, it kind of really right now, the only thing that really affects me is being around a bunch of crowd. Like I tried going to the peddler's mall or like loud noises, but the carving kind of helps me with my stress and to deal with that. Like
So
after I
it's
go and
probably like woodworking. It's probably soothing because
but
you're
you lose track
focusing.
of time. Yeah,
Yeah.
that's the thing about it, and you're focused on that one thing or
Yep.
that one image. And a lot of times I don't know what I'm going to do. I just start carving, and then because before, like when I used to draw, I used to also like to draw like shapes and just see what I could make out of the shapes. So that's kind of what I do when I carve.
Yeah. I get out
And
here sometimes on Sundays, and Sundays, hopefully, I have my video ready for the week. And I'll get out here on Sundays and I'll just take out the Dremel tool and just start screwing around. I don't know what I'm doing, more or less just practicing, trying to figure out which
yeah,
one does which.
it's learning how to use the bits. Really, that's all it really is. And then once you
Yeah.
learn which bit makes what cut, then you just kind of
Yeah.
throw it together. That's what I've learned through my process of 2 years of doing it.
There you go.
And I thought I was the cool kid on the block last week. I was at Harbor Freight and I was like, whoa, look at this kit I bought.
Yeah.
$17. You guys don't have this $17 kit. I've got
Oh yeah.
this.
I do. It's in the trash can, but I got it. But no, that's good for sharpening your tools. That's what those stones. Like I've sharpened some like lawnmower blades, stuff like that. They're good for that.
Yeah,
Oh
and I
yeah.
realized quickly that I won't be sharing that link with anybody.
Now cuts all is what you want to go with, man. It's Jordy Johnson talks about it. I know Rhinestone Suzanne just got a link for it, and they're good
Yeah,
birds.
so
Cool.
I'm looking at possibly in the near future. We're wrapping up this remodel, so hopefully we'll come in, start coming into some extra cash now that all that's getting done. So hopefully in the future I'll be able to get one of those 4-packs. But I'm trying to budget for it, and
What I did, I got one at a time. That's what I did. I got a flame burr, and then the next, I'd save up some more money, and then I'd get the next burr, taper burr. That way, because the more burrs you got, the more variety, the more different cuts you can make, the more stuff you can make.
yeah.
And then you also want to get you some diamond burrs because that helps with like the sanding part of it.
So
Right.
But I like
I don't know
using
if you
the
can see
knives
it.
too.
I was wait, I gotta get on the right page. I was screwing around last night with this one.
Uh-huh.
Yeah.
I don't know if you can see it.
Yeah. It's the cylindrical.
Yeah,
Yeah.
that's a good one. Or like a dovetail. Almost look like a dovetail.
It actually, for what I was doing, it worked pretty good, but I can see the benefits of having a better one.
Uh-huh.
So I came
They
out
wear
here.
out. They can wear out.
What's that?
They can wear out quicker. Like the diamond burrs, they ain't gonna last as long once you use them so often.
Gotcha. Let's see. Dad says Kutzall are the best. Flame Bird Extreme. I've been looking at those, and I need to get a better mask because
Yeah.
Oh yeah, yeah, that one's gonna fill up quick.
yeah, that's just not cutting it.
Yeah.
So, but
So what do you
Suzanne,
suggest? Wait, there you go. Okay.
One of these base camp, I think. Matt Cars, he recommended this one. I like it. It's
that one's
lightweight.
from,
It's lightweight, and you forget you're wearing a mask, really, but it's protecting you.
and that's from Kutzall too, right? The R
No,
something.
it's called Base Camp.
Okay,
I think Amazon's or it's a new company starting out, but they're pretty good. It
gotcha.
comes with a bunch of inserts. You replace these inserts on the inside of them.
Oh.
Untwist these, and you just change that out once it gets dirty, and put you a new one in. But I have the old school one too, the Darth Vader one.
Yeah, and you don't realize how much dust you're kicking up until
No,
you
you
step
don't.
back.
If you don't wear a mask, you'll know. You'll be
Yeah.
sneezing.
Yeah.
That's why I started wearing one.
Yeah. So my
Unless you got a good suction system or dust collection system. But even then,
yeah. My dust control system consisted of a little fan
I
that
got
I
it as a
had
shop vac.
sitting off to the side and blowing across it so that it was, at least trying to keep some of it.
Yeah. That's a good idea.
off
It's
of
better
me,
than
but-
nothing.
Yeah, but I definitely need something.
I've been making these. I don't know if you can see it. Made that last
Oh.
night. Iron Man knife blade cover.
Oh,
'Cause I like using my knives too.
Nice.
That's pretty cool.
And I got a wizard one.
Cool. That's
Damn.
what I want to do. I want to be able to do
That's
eyes.
why I
and
kind of came up with the
nose.
name Wizard, because I like doing more than just power carving. I like using the knives. Sometimes I'll start out with a knife and then I'll finish it with a Dremel or whatever.
Okay.
So
Just Carve Rob kind of inspired that, because he does a lot of he'll cut them with a knife first and then he'll use his micro carver. I really like watching Just Carve Rob. I've learned a lot from him too.
So what is one of your favorite pieces that you've made? Whether it was an earlier piece, a recent
Probably
piece.
probably the first one I showed. But I don't know. I kind of like this one too, because it kind of reminds me of my dad. I think I was thinking of him. Let me get it. I always keep it at my desk, so I think of him while I'm carving. It's crazy. It's silly. But this one right here that's probably my favorite one. I guess because that's like my second carving I ever did.
Nice.
Well, you definitely have talent, because my second carving doesn't look anything like that.
No.
Well, I watched a lot of videos before I started, learned what I needed to get, the burrs and stuff. That's what helped me.
Yeah.
That's how I process stuff. I want to learn about it first before I try it.
Yeah, that's me.
See, I'm more of a dive right in, try to do it. Yeah, but then kind of like the drawing, I made I call it my little idol, and he's the stupidest looking thing, but the more I look at it, he's actually pretty cool. And the funny story I have with my grandson and it playing Yahtzee, it makes it cooler. So it'll get better. Just carve and have fun. I think that's what Dad says, or someone says that.
That's
just
all you
carve
should
and
do.
have
That's
fun.
what it's all about. Because me, I'm perfectionist, and some of my carvings I don't like, or I think they're garbage, and my wife will be like, she'll love them, or other people will see it and they'll love it. Like the owl I did on my live stream, I didn't really like it too much, but
yeah, we are our worst critic.
Yeah.
Yes.
But I really like the finger ring holder that I made. That's probably one of the ones that because it came up out of nowhere in my mind. I saw these other ones where it was just a cone And my wife was thinking I was just going to do some dowel rods and just put them in a board for her.
Mhm.
She didn't realize what I was going to do.
So I
Oh,
saw
She
that.
told me, why not make a finger?
Yeah.
That's what rings go on.
Yep.
I got it right here. She put her rings on it.
Yeah, that's pretty cool.
Let me solo you. Hold
Yeah,
on, put
wait,
it back
show
up.
it again.
Oh, okay.
There you go.
Nice.
Oh, heck yeah.
So I wanna say something real quick.
Okay.
And I know tonight is about Perry. But now that she is in the chat, and at least I've noticed her in the chat, I need to give a huge shout out to somebody, because while I realize she does a lot in everybody's live chats, she shares links, she's very positive, and she's always a wonderful person in chat. There is something that I didn't realize, and that is Cat's Peace.
Yes.
I did not realize that she has a YouTube channel.
I didn't either.
And I didn't realize quite a bit of how much talent she really has. So I'm going to try and bring up her channel because I found it. And she actually, we need to all go subscribe to her.
Yep.
And now it's not coming up, but I know she has a channel.
Well, I think there's a link that Baby Kisses put right
Did
up
they?
there. Let's see. Yeah. There it is right there. Boom. Subscribed, subbed right there.
Where?
It's up. It's not up too far.
So if you have not subbed to Cat's Peace, please go sub. She does so much for everyone. It's not just this live, so many lives. And just one day I just happened to click and I was like, holy crap. I did not realize that. So because it's Perry's night, but I needed to get that out.
You helped me with my
because,
first live, so I appreciate you doing that for her.
yeah,
She helped me with my first live. She was my moderator for it, and I appreciate everything she does for everybody. She's on everybody's channel that I've seen.
Yeah, and I don't see a lot of people giving her love in that way. You know, everybody thanks her. Everybody
People forget she has a YouTube channel.
Yes. So please go subscribe if you have not.
Subscribe
And
to
if
Cat
you're watching this later, go subscribe. So that's it. Now back to Perry.
And we need to also recognize Baby Kisses.
Oh yeah, definitely her too.
Absolutely. Is in everywhere. Just a great community. I mean,
does Baby Kisses share their own link?
I don't think she really does YouTube videos. She does every now and then. I don't think
she can put hers up there. It's not necessary. Yes, it is Baby Kisses. Come on.
Yeah, it is.
Yes, let's get love going for everybody tonight. If you haven't subscribed, please subscribe. And if they're afraid to share their link or they don't want to, go search them out and find them. All right. Barry. If there was one thing you could do over in the beginning of your carving journey, what would it be? And why would you consider doing it over?
I don't know, because we learn from our mistakes. I don't know that I'd really change anything, because that's kind of how carving works. I don't know that I would change. I would hope that my dad wasn't sick like he was, and that I was getting into it, I guess, just for like a hobby instead of to keep my mind busy. Other than that, but I think through going through that, him having that, it kind of inspires me and makes me more creative. So I don't know that I really would change anything.
There
Okay.
you go.
And I know you had mentioned a few earlier, but what are maybe some of your influential channels? I know I think you mentioned Jordy and a few other, but
Amy
what
Joe,
channels?
I think I forgot to say Amy Joe. Dad, I've really liked watching his. He does some neat stuff too. And let's see, who are some other ones? Just Carve Rob, I said that. And Bear and the Boss Lady. I don't really care for the chainsaw for me doing it, but I like watching what other people with the chainsaw do. Sometimes it's a little too loud for me on some days, but Bear and the Boss Lady and Creation Dust, it's amazing what they can do
It is. It is.
with the chainsaw. And I think Bear's trying to get into the Dremel carving. That's kind of how I explained it to him. It's just like chainsaw carving, really, but you're just working on a smaller. It's just working on a smaller piece of wood. That's all. You just got to scale it down.
Yep. Yeah, and it is. It's amazing.
And
Sorry.
Spike Willow, he doesn't. I don't think he really carves, but he's the one that said him and Aiden Fletcher. They're like, you should do YouTube videos, and I was kind of like, well, I don't know if I want to do that because I was kind of shy at the time. When you don't know everybody, but now I kind of know everybody because of the community and all the love everybody gives.
Yeah.
It just changed. It makes me want to do videos just to hang out with everybody, even if I'm just carving something or. It can make your day go better. I know that. And like your Thursday night lives, I can be having a bad day, but I know I got something to look forward to.
Oh, well, thank you. And I love the Thursday night lives because it gives a chance for more people to come together. Like tonight,
And
I
us
just made
supporting
him
each other.
a moderator, but I've recently come to know Mike is making stuff, and tonight's his first night in the live, so maybe we can share Mike's channel too and get him a couple subscribers.
Heck yeah.
And the Vineyard Farm
That's what
Help,
I'm all about. Helping the little guys.
they're newer to this community, and I love having them here. They do a live, I think, on Wednesday nights at 10, but unfortunately for me, 9:30 is my
Yeah, that's my
bedtime. 10
bedtime
o'clock
too.
is pushing it.
Yeah. I
Yeah.
have to get up at 4:30 in the morning. So
Yep.
if I do miss your lives and it's that late, that's probably why. I try to make everybody's, or I'll at least go back and like the video and leave a comment. And everybody can do that. If you can't make a live, just go back and like the video and leave a comment. It does help their people.
Yeah.
change,
Leave.
like
A comment under the video. I think helps a lot. That's why I was trying to get folks to leave a comment under DeLand's videos that Rusty is the best because well I'm the
you got the
best,
hat.
but
if he gets a hat like yours, he might have a chance.
I know he might have a chance.
So
he might.
I'm gonna say this. Rusty just might be the best.
No,
I mean,
come on now.
I may have to give up the title because he's doing more and more stuff for the channel. He's taken on the introduction video. He's been doing that, and he's really been on me about getting stuff and keeping stuff together and getting people scheduled. And he's doing a lot for the channel with very little pay. I mean, I think I give him like nothing.
Yeah, I was going to talk to you about that. If we could just up nothing by 50%, that'd be great.
All right,
so just half of nothing would be.
I'm gonna up nothing to 100%, and would that be like a penny?
Yeah, it would. It absolutely would. There you go.
So I'm gonna start paying you a penny per show. So just look out for the 1099 so you can pay taxes on that.
Oh no, but hopefully next week before next Thursday, there's a little a little something something coming that we're gonna try to start giving out. Deland doesn't even know what it is. I just told him that there's something coming, and he didn't even know that it was that. But so he just learned that right now, and it's nothing big, but it's just something to, where we can give back to the community, and it's neat. Whatever, it's neat. Okay.
Cool. Well, I look forward
Runic,
to it.
let me hold on. Runic. Runic was telling me, I think it was Runic that says he really likes his Irish whiskey, and I was going to throw 4-Leaf Whiskey YouTube channel at him and tell him, because he said he really likes, and so you need to be watching 4-Leaf Whiskey, Runic. If you're not, that is she. Stacy is, she knows everything about Irish whiskey, and is always reviewing it. And she even has got some big names, big distillers and stuff over there. So yeah, check her out. 4-Leaf Whiskey. Stacy, she is fantastic.
And I believe she's from Ohio. You know what the sad thing is? I've noticed this, a lot of the best YouTubers are unfortunately from Ohio. Well, their football team stinks.
Yeah.
But they've got great YouTubers.
Oh, yeah.
So just say that. And then Michigan's got me. So that's all they need. Michigan, I'm good right now. Michigan is good. And we'll go from that. Rusty, do you want to open up the phones to see if anybody wants to call in? And I'll drop the link.
Let me
I'll drop the link in case anybody wants to join live.
Let's go. I wonder if Trump or Musk or one of them will call in. It's always such an honor when President Trump calls in.
So Perry, what are your future plans while we wait? Where would you like to see your channel going?
I'd like to eventually maybe monetize, but really the main reason I do it is in case somebody's needing a hobby to help them with PTSD or something like that, that they could come to my channel, maybe learn something, which I got to get better on making videos. I mainly just do the lives because it's hard for me with my work schedule sometimes to do the video. Remember to hit the record button or the camera not dying on me. That's been a lot of my issue. I'll get the project all the way done and then go back to the footage and where'd my video go? Or I only get like 5 minutes of it. But yeah, eventually maybe monetizing, but to help other people out with PTSD or something is why I would want to do it.
Right.
I have a pretty decent job and I've been there for 13 years, but it'd be like a little extra to give back to other veterans or something.
Mrs. Carving Wizard has something to say right there. She has to go back to work, but she wanted to say that you're doing awesome. She is so proud of you, and
thank you, babe. Love you.
I'm getting all misty-eyed and stuff.
And she's my big supporter, y'all.
Hell yeah.
She lets me buy the tools, doesn't question me. As long as I make her something out of it. Every once in a while, I make her something, and she's happy. She supports me.
Yep. Yeah. Same with me. I call her my Juju. My Juju. Yep.
She's my better half.
I wouldn't be here without her. Seriously.
And she's the other reason why I do YouTube. She said, "Go for it. You should do it."
Yeah. Heck yeah.
So I was like, okay, because I knew it can cause stress with the family life, trying to do videos and stuff like that.
Yeah.
Well, it only causes stress if you
get too into it, I think.
Yeah.
If you make it into a job, but that ain't.
Yeah. All right. So StreamYard is pinned. Now that I finally figured out I was trying to share the wrong link. If anybody wants to jump into StreamYard, it's easy. Just click the link, sign in, and you're more than welcome to come up on stage. So we'll look for you.
That's
So
right,
far-
Last Breath. That's why they're called our better half.
That's right, Last Breath.
So far, we've only had a few people, sadly, be brave enough to come on screen. So hopefully this week we might break a record and get one.
Right?
So awesome. All right, Rusty, what do you got going on new?
So I haven't been out to carve on my the box that I'm making for my son. So my son, he's in the Navy. He's over in Japan right now.
Heck yeah.
He'll
My
be
dad's
there.
in the Navy, and my
He'll be
brother.
there for 6 months, I think, total. He's been there for a few, but fortunately for him, so yeah, he has a. Oh well, we got a call. Let's see who. Hey, caller, state your name. Where you calling from?
Yeah, my name is Jerry, and I was calling because Rusty, I've been looking for you for 22 years now. You're my daddy. My mom told me you're my daddy, and I'm so glad I finally found you. And Mommy told me you wanted to abort me, but she wouldn't have that.
No.
And so I'm so glad I found you, Daddy.
Well, son, what was your mom that stripper in Las Vegas? Oh God, sorry.
You mean the one with one leg? Yes, that was her.
Yes, the one with one leg.
Oh my God.
Yes, that was her. You remember her? Okay.
I do. I
Yeah.
do remember.
Well, I'm the result of your party, so you're gonna have to get together with me and catch me up because so I've been wearing makeup. That's all she could teach me how to
What?
do.
Oh
Rusty.
no.
I need to become a man's man.
Oh.
And, I mean, I'm wearing high heels right now
No.
because I've been around
No,
this
you
woman.
take them
I
off,
didn't have
son.
my daddy.
Oh,
I didn't have my daddy.
you take those high heels off. Jeez.
Yeah, you gotta teach me how to be a man. I'm tired of painting my fingernails. Hey, and she did get a wooden leg, by the way, just so you know.
Oh.
Yeah.
So
I don't know how
she
it
got
would
a
be.
she got
It
a
would have
wooden
been- it
she
would-
got a wooden leg. You tell her I'm gonna carve her a wooden leg.
Okay,
And so
that
I will
sounds
power
great.
carve her a wooden leg and
My
holy
stepdaddy
cow.
has a lot of splinters in his side.
Yeah.
I don't know what's going on there. Okay,
Can I
well,
just-
I would look for you. I have your number now, Rusty. I'll
Yeah,
call you later. Get back to that nice young man from Kentucky. Okay, y'all have a good day.
Can I just say?
Oh my
I am
God.
so glad that call came in for Rusty because I
I don't know how I
truly,
would answer that one.
Oh my
dated a
God.
girl with one leg.
Oh
Yeah,
wow.
so it is so good that came in for Rusty.
Wow. Holy cow. You just never know. You just never know.
Nope.
Wow, yes, my face is red, creation dust. Holy
It is. You know what? It is redder. It is. I feel like just shooting some water towards you because you are red.
Oh Lord. Wow.
Oh my goodness. Where did we go? Where did we
I
go?
didn't go from there.
Oh,
We went from wood carving to legless baby mamas of Rusty's.
legless strippers. Holy
Wow.
cow.
Awesome. There you go, Rusty. You should carve out a leg and turn it into a leg lamp. Christmas is coming.
Holy crap. I'm
Story.
gonna have to do that. I'm gonna have
I
to
got
try
one
to
actually.
do that.
I got that lamp.
You got that lamp? No way.
Yeah, the miniature version.
Oh
I got it.
dude.
Well, I gave it to my dad for Christmas, and I got it back, but I had it.
Oh, that's awesome.
I have to move it. I'll move the camera. I'll show it.
There it is.
Oh, wow.
What's up, that
Hey,
man?
Rusty, does that look familiar?
There you go. There's your start. That's
It
what you
did,
got.
look.
That's what it should look
Oh,
like
there's-
afterwards.
There's the baby
Other
mama
carvings
leg
I've done.
right there. That's freaking awesome.
You gotta love these lives. You never know what's gonna happen.
You never know.
No. Especially when you got
That's
Bear.
just how my dad was. He was always a joker.
Why are you guys blaming Bear? That wasn't Bear. That was truly Rusty's son.
Just Bear being here causes mayhem. You just never know. Holy cow. How in the world? See, that just how in the world did he think to just do that? That is crazy.
What? Call in and ask, tell you you're dead?
Yeah. Man.
I mean, just look at it this way. He's old enough to where you didn't have to worry about child support.
Well, this is true.
But now,
oh no.
But now you have to go explain to Judy, how you have a kid from a one-legged stripper
from Las Vegas.
From Las Vegas.
Yeah.
That's awesome. That is awesome. All right. So do you have any questions for us, Perry? Do you have any questions for Rusty or myself? And if anybody in chat who doesn't want to come on the screen, if you want to put some questions in chat, we'll be more than happy to ask.
There you go.
And yes, Creation Dust, I'm speechless. That was that was good.
Yeah, I am speechless. Okay, so my question, how did you come about joining up for service and stuff?
For the service? Okay. Well, I played football in high school.
Mm-hmm.
And my dream was to go play in the NFL for the Green Bay Packers. But my senior year, I got hurt. And honestly, I thought I was just getting a job. I had a friend that was in the National Guard, the Army National Guard, which that's what I was in, the Kentucky Army National Guard.
Yeah.
And so I had a friend that worked there. He worked on radios and stuff like that from the church that I went to, and he was explaining stuff to me. So I went there thinking I didn't know what I was going to do now. I got hurt my senior year. Football was kind of out the window. And so I wound up going there. I was 7, and 9/11 happened, of course, the Twin Towers, and that just kind of upset me that somebody just come in from a foreign land and just put us in devastation like that. I was like, I gotta fight. I gotta go fight for that.
That's awesome.
For the people that lost their lives. And I was only 17, and the National Guard you could join at 17. So I tried the Army, and they said, no, you got to be 18. So that's why I really joined the Kentucky Army National Guard, because I could do it at 17. But at first I thought I was doing a job, but then the more I thought about it, 9/11 is the main reason why I signed up. And the military ran in my family. Like my dad was in the Navy, my grandpa was in the Navy, and I had a great uncle. He was in the National Guard in Georgia, I believe it was. So I just felt like it was my duty to serve too. My dad didn't want me going, but because it was a National Guard, he was willing to let me go do that, because I told him I need to do it for myself. Keep me out of trouble too, because I didn't know what I was going to do.
Right.
So
I grew up in the country, and go ahead. Sorry.
Last Breath said he would have bought your Packers jersey, so you missed out on a sale.
I played defensive end, so Reggie White was my hero growing up.
Yeah.
I wanted to be like Reggie White, because my grandfather was a pastor as well, or a reverend. He went by Reverend.
And James Warbach said, "Thank you for your service."
Yes.
No problem.
I know it's and I hear from a lot of guys that or a lot of folks that it's kind of tough. It's like, well, I was just that was my job. That's what I was doing. But
I'm appreciative of it. I appreciate the thank you.
Heck yeah.
But when we join, we don't expect a thank you. We're doing it to serve our country, and y'all are part of the country, and that's so in a way we're grateful to hear that, because the Vietnam veterans, when they came home, they caught hell. They caught hell, and so that's why I'm appreciative of hearing the thank yous instead of baby killers or whatever else was said when the Vietnam guys came back home.
Dad's headed out. Thanks for dropping in, Dad.
Thanks for popping in.
I think I was too young to understand Vietnam, but learning about it through the history.
That's what I've
And
done. I was way too young. I was born in 1985, so it was way
yeah,
before my time.
I bet Vietnam was just a bad situation, and our guys
Yeah,
over there were put in some horrible, horrible situations. And
yeah.
really, they were treated like crap when they came home with what they had to deal with. And still, I don't think a lot of our military members are treated well when they come home now. Um, I
Well,
think it may have gotten better. I can't speak with
I
experience.
could say when I came home with dealing with the PTSD, they just wanted to give me pills, and that just wasn't for me. I'm
Mhm.
not. I'm not one. I don't want to be on pills. I want to be able to. I want to be able to live my life. I don't want to feel like a zombie or be controlled.
Well,
Right.
now let me say this, and
And I mean, medicine does help some people, but to me, it didn't work for me.
okay,
Right.
but, some medicine is
Some
good,
people do. It does help them. I'm not saying it's wrong.
right? No, awesome. So, any questions? Any questions in chat? Just had my Vietnam vet uncle just laid my Vietnam vet uncle to rest yesterday. Sorry to hear that.
Sorry, that cat.
So Rusty and I were talking. And this goes for everybody. We are thinking about setting up a week to where we play games on a live. It's going to be something that we schedule out,
Yeah.
where Rusty can stay a little bit later and get some people on the panel to play some games. So is anybody in chat willing to do that? Because we would like to get that set up and have 4 or 5 or 6 people on the panel and play some games.
Yeah.
I will put a post out.
I'm in.
All
Heck
right.
yeah. Cool.
And I'll put a post out, see who's interested. Did I just see Independent Joe?
Looky there. Yeah.
And Independent Joe, I believe, is a Marine.
Oh, absolutely.
Yep.
Heck
Yeah.
yeah.
He's a veteran. That guy.
So right now, Runic, we haven't figured out what games. Rusty's the mastermind of this. We're just going to put it together. But it's got to be
Yeah.
far enough out where he can let his other channel know that he's either going to be late or he's not going to be there, because
Yeah.
we're not going to be able to get it done in an hour. So, hey, Raja, brother, good seeing you. Thank you for being here. So, something that do you have any insight on that, Rusty, or just an idea?
We can play some Jackbox games if that's what you're asking, or we can do the match game, which is a personal favorite of mine. If I know, well, you younger folks ain't going to know what the match game was, but match game of the 70s. You have a panel of people on, and then you have callers that call in, and like I'll ask a question, the panel writes down their answers, and then I ask the callers the question, and they give their answer, and then whoever matches gets points. That's always fun. Yes, with Gene Rayburn. That's right, John. I
And
love that show.
Susan asked, like what you played Sunday, but I have to ask this question before you answer that. Last Breath Woodworks asked Perry, is there a certain veterans benefit that you'd like to work with if you get monetized?
There you go.
I'm thinking the one where they actually get veterans the dogs, something like that. But I really haven't looked that much into it yet. But the one, because I know having the dog, I have 2 dogs myself, and Lulu's my dog. She helps me a lot of times.
My
But a
my
service
one.
dog,
No,
she's
go
not
ahead.
a service dog, but she could be. I swear she could be.
Right. In a way, she is.
Yeah.
Yeah, absolutely. I got to point out that my wonderful shop partner, no longer my shop assistant, my wonderful shop partner has just got home. from work, and
I come bearing gifts.
oh, you did gifts. Oh, cool.
I got carbon paper.
Carbon paper for tracing
that's
stuff
awesome.
out that I can carve. And what is that?
Nice.
Roasting bits.
Oh, so
That's what I used on this.
I got the tea. I got tea bits. They called them.
Okay, yeah, those will help.
Yeah,
There's the John Wall.
all right, hold on. Let me. Well, you can't see them in the package, but
Give it here.
yeah, take one out. So yeah, the tea bits. I didn't have any of them, and I was struggling with my
Those will help you with making your deep cuts to
right,
do the
right,
details.
and cleaning up the
Matt
edges.
Cars is the one that showed me how. I never even thought of using them that way. I thought they
Oh,
were just to like sand. I thought they were just to like sand stuff.
does
Hey,
she know about?
Judy. Judy, are you still near the computer?
Right here.
Yeah, there she
So-
is. She's right here.
Bear and the boss lady brought up a really good fact.
Yeah, you missed something earlier.
Uh-oh.
So did you know that? And maybe his son can call back in because
Yeah.
we've still got 9 minutes.
Oh God.
Did you know that Rusty has a long lost son from a one-legged stripper from Las Vegas?
Yeah.
I don't know anything about a long lost son, but I know he has one son
Yeah.
from a crazy bitch.
Yeah. Whoa, Judy.
Whoa!
Whoa. Is it-
Shoe fits.
Just wow.
Tell us how you really feel, Doodah. Doodah. Tell us how you really feel. Go for it, Judy.
No. Oh,
This
Shoe
this
fits.
live has gone off the track.
yes. That's awesome. Anyway, did I show it? Yeah, I showed it. Yeah, the T-bit.
Heck yeah!
There it is. Right there. Awesome. I can't wait to try it out.
That's what she said. So I've been thinking about if I get monetized, like monetized, trying to figure out a charity to do some donating to. I just haven't figured out where I think my heart wants to go with it. But I do know that there's something out there that I want. When my heart kicks in, I'll know. I would have liked.
Yeah, and that's kind of my thing. There's so many. I'd have to do research, but something like that towards that lines is what I would like to donate to.
So I mean, there's a veterans one that I is a sponsor of Off Track, and that's warhorselegacy.org. And they're out of Arkansas, and you know, it's a great group of people, and they are what is that? They were rated by Charity Navigator. They were a 4-star rating. Yeah, warhorselegacy.org.
Okay.
Just good people. You know, working with they do equine therapy, horses and stuff.
Oh yes, I've heard of that.
Yeah, and
Yeah, we can-
yeah, they're doing good stuff, you know, all the time. And they you know, they have a 140-acre ranch in Winslow, Arkansas. Yeah, we run their commercial every week over on Off Track Syndicate. It's not family friendly at times, so but
Especially
anyway.
when Judy's around, because Judy will just throw the B word out and she won't even care.
I'm from the South, so that's normal. So
Yeah, right. The B word.
Well, if the shoe fits.
But there's so many.
yeah, that I'm.
Yeah.
But
I have to find one that knows what I feel.
I want to find a charity where the money actually goes to the charity.
That's my thing. Yeah,
And they don't
goes
have
to actually help the veterans and stuff.
they don't have CEOs that make $5, $6, $7, $8, $10 million a year. You know, I want to find something that it truly goes to them.
Yeah.
Exactly. That's my thing. That's what I'm doing now is researching.
Awesome. Well, guys, if nobody else wants to call in and nobody has any more questions, we're going to give this about 5 more minutes.
Yep. And so I got a couple of just random questions. So Perry, what are the top 3 qualities that you admire in others?
Let's see. Ones that care for other people. I mean, it's easy to say, but you actually care. You're
Right.
you're actually thinking about other people because I try to do that by supporting other people's YouTube channels and stuff. I really care. I guess part of that where I lost my platoon sergeant, that's kind of how he was. He was kind of like another father figure for me, and supporter, someone who's actually support like everybody in here is great supporters. Everybody that shows up on this, and let's see what else. Lost my train of thought now. Say the question
All
one
right.
more time.
3 qualities that you admire in others.
And friendship. So caring, friendship, and supporting.
Absolutely. So, what's a situation when you look back, you should have gone ahead and done it?
Let's see. I probably should have finished college and got my IT degree, but then I don't know. Everything happens for a reason. I believe.
That's right.
I believe in God, and I believe your situation. You have choices that you can make, but I think everything happens the way it's supposed to happen. But you get a choice to choose which path. Sometimes I don't know. I'm just a simple, humble kind of guy, so the simple life's fine for me. Working a 9 to 5 job, that's okay with me, and then getting a car when I can.
Okay. Do you have a good luck charm, and what is it?
Let's see. Well, I kind of wear this bracelet. This bracelet and this
go.
arrowhead necklace. That's kind of like my.
There you go. Heck yeah.
That's why I kind of wear them.
Let's see. Where did see this other one? Is there anyone that you're wondering about, and if they're okay? And I'm wondering, do you keep up with any of your service buddies and stuff? I mean, do you have you?
Yeah, on Facebook. Yeah, a couple the ones that I'm close to.
Yeah.
That's kind of what I missed since I got out, because I got out in 2016 is when I got out, but we still stay in touch.
Yeah.
And we had one guy that wound up taking his own life, so it's kind of made me keep more in touch with the other guys now.
Yeah.
And we kind of started like a Facebook page, 21 to 21. I can't remember the name exactly, but it's to keep in contact with everybody that we went to Iraq with and make sure everybody's doing okay.
That's important. Just the same as this community, and I'm not trying to compare the two, but to have a community of people that you can talk to,
Exactly.
and who understands, what they went through, and you're not gonna look down on them, and that goes for anything. That goes for anything. But if you have or they have a good community that sticks together and that's strong, that works wonders for everything. Just like this community. I know I have no doubt that this community wouldn't step up if needed for anybody. So
judgment-free zone. Just hey, I'm going through this, and there might be somebody else can say, well, I went through this and here's what helped me heal or get
exactly. I hate to bail so quickly on y'all, but I got to run to my other gig. Thank you, Perry.
Thank you, Rusty.
And we will we'll catch y'all next week.
All right. See you, Rusty. All right. So I just want to say thank you so much to Perry and everybody in the chat. Needless to say, I think it's been a fun night.
Yeah, that's for sure. I was nervous at first, but I feel right at home with my like I'm with my family. Well, it is my family.
Yeah, and I feel
My
like
family.
a lot of people in the community feel like it's family, because if not, we couldn't support each other that well. But I think we care about everybody enough to try and help them succeed, that it's got to be a family atmosphere. So I appreciate that. And unless you guys have some more questions, I'm gonna go ahead and call the stream ended. We're better than family. No in-laws.
My in-laws ain't so bad. My wife's from Bulgaria though, so that might have something.
So Mike is making stuff, goes, "You are family. Let me introduce myself. I'm the obnoxious cousin that can't shut the hell up."
I'm back. Apparently the show was canceled and I didn't know about it.
Well, how did that happen?
So I can hang out.
Awesome. Well, we'll hang out a little bit longer.
Yeah, we can hang out a little bit.
Heck yeah.
We got 22 watching. How many
likes do we have?
How many likes do we have? Come on, people, hit those
I'm
like
seeing
buttons.
10, but I don't know that mine updated.
We got 25 likes. I mean, that's pretty good.
That's good.
But if you haven't hitting that like button.
So you want to hear something funny, Rusty? I was just thinking about.
What?
I forgot who our guest is next week.
You know what? I think it's supposed to be Electric Whittler, ain't it? Whittler? I'm pretty sure it's supposed to be Whittler. Yeah, Whittler. I'm pretty sure that I got you in email. So if you will email me again, that would be great. I don't.
I'll check my email, because I was just sitting here. I'm like, I can't remember who's next week. And I think the week after that, I'll have to look it up.
Maybe. I don't know. I told somebody this, or that was Carving Wizard was the 17th. Maybe I didn't get it set up. Damn it. I don't know. I have had so many. Yeah.
Talk about off track.
Yeah, there you go. It's definitely something that would happen over at Off Track. I will check my email right now. Maybe I didn't have it set up, Whittler. I was thinking I told him towards the end of April, but I don't know. I can't remember shit. Email, but I did just find out that I was gifted a membership to a fishing channel. Well, there you go.
Nice.
Heck yeah. I like fishing.
And Flossie's in there. What's up, Flossie?
What is CRS, Runix? I know Runix coming on. But
CRS's can't remember
shit. Can't remember shit.
Yes.
Because I know Runix coming on, but I thought Runic was coming on more towards next month, because he had something going on. I'll have to check my emails.
Yeah, I kind of dropped the ball on that one. Man, this month has freaking flew by.
It has.
Holy crap.
Easter Sunday. I can't believe it.
Yeah. Yeah, I'm gonna.
I gotta stand up for a minute.
Yeah, Judy, are you off? You're not off Easter Sunday, are you?
Is that this coming weekend?
Yeah.
No, but I'll be home by 2:30.
Okay. Yeah, it might be whoever shows up. That's right, Plywood.
is making stuff. Have you shared your link? You're allowed to share your link in here if anybody wants to subscribe.
I'm sure Baby Kisses or
Yeah, they were sharing a lot. She always tried to get everybody.
She says he's thinking about doing a live just to chit chat on Friday. So
okay.
Wow, excuse me. I am ready for the weekend.
I am too. Holy crap.
I agree. I can't wait.
I am.
So,
I'm on
Mike,
call.
so I'm wondering, Mike is making stuff. Do you use StreamYard, like where you can have like guests and stuff pop on? I mean, I am an air hog, so like I would definitely
I'm on call tomorrow, but I'm extremely excited for Saturday and Sunday. The remodel is coming to a very, very close end. We have the brick up in our living room. The fireplace is now working. I've got to finish the floating shelf that I've been working on, get that up after my wife paints. And then that's pretty much going to be wrapping it up, except for a few odds and ends. Then I've got to go through and start doing the molding in the house, which, as I said before, probably won't do videos of that because that's going to be a lot of butt crack and butt. No one wants to see that. So
that ain't true. They watch Bear all the time. They see all the butt crack and butt, you know, when he's chainsaw carving. Yeah.
So what did John say he will? He said he's not doing much on Friday. We talking about going to Mike's Live, or what are we talking about?
Yeah, so Mike, StreamYard has a free version where you can just stream to one place. Ain't that right, Deland?
Yes.
Yeah. So with the way the StreamYard works, if and evidently StreamYard somehow got me to share a link, and I'm not sure, but if you click the referral link, you get something. I don't know, but for the free StreamYard, yes, you can set up a live and you can stream it to 2 or 3 different channels. And I think you can have up to 8 guests on the free one. But then if you decide to pay for it, you can have up to 10 or 12 people. I think we had like 12 people on a chat one time on the Bourbon channel.
Yeah.
So, and the StreamYard is actually really easy to use and easy to set up. And I didn't realize this was going to be a commercial for it, but
yeah,
I get nothing for it. We just use it.
I love StreamYard on the desktop. I can't stand it on mobile. It just does not work for me. I don't. I just
that's where I've used it. Is the laptop. The phone, it's kind of difficult.
Yeah.
Yeah.
I think it's set up for a laptop, anyways. Is what it's set up for.
Yeah.
And I'm different. When we're live, I use the live on my phone and the laptop because my laptop, I need a laptop. My camera doesn't work on it anymore. The screen is broken. And pretty much, no, seriously.
I've had one like that.
Hold on a second. I've got to try
Use the
and show
monitor.
you now. I mentioned it.
Yeah.
So, can you see it?
Oh, wow.
Okay, ready?
Yeah.
Oh.
Oh, no.
Yeah, it's probably going to last
Don't
too
do
much
that
longer.
too much. You'll kill it.
I know. So, I need to get a new laptop. So I use the StreamYard on my phone because the phone has a better picture. My microphone doesn't work on the laptop. My camera doesn't work on the laptop. I'm lucky I can even do videos on the laptop.
Bear says that's a custom model you got there.
It is a custom model. Oh, wait, what did I do? Everything stopped.
Oh, see, you done went around there and messed with it.
I did.
Call IT.
Elon,
Elon, he needs a new computer.
Yeah, I'm getting a laptop when we get our taxes back. I'm
The
I'm
funny thing is, I had one the whole time, a gaming laptop, and I never used it. Now I'm using it. So
there you go.
that's the crazy thing, how everything lines up like that.
Yeah.
So you know how when they're making a movie and they have that card that they lift and go cut or
Yeah.
shoot? If my laptop dies, I can use that as
Yeah,
that
you
card.
Yeah.
could.
So yeah, but priorities. Do I need a new laptop? Yes. Is it a priority? Not right now. So
It's still working, so I got you.
yep. We need to have a computer drive for the land.
There you go.
It's
That's
anti-spy.
that's awesome. No, eventually. So this laptop, it is quite a few years old. And I'll explain actually why I bought it. I have been to Guatemala with my church for 3 years in a row before COVID. And we adopted a village in Guatemala. So I bought the laptop because I was the photographer for the trip because I used to do photography. And oh, baby kisses, laptop fund. Oh crap.
Wow.
So we go to Guatemala and visit this village, and we raised money. They did not have water. If you see the commercial of those poor kids in like Africa and stuff where they're drinking out of the same stream or river as their cattle, that's true. So
I've seen it firsthand in Africa.
yeah,
You hand one kid a water bottle, they start fighting over it.
yep.
It's crazy to see that.
We went there. We raised money. We had a well put in the village, and their school was on the village, so they did have some electricity. But if you've ever been to a third world country, it's not electricity like you would think we have. It's not stable electricity.
Not safe.
And so, but we ended up getting a well put in and electricity put to the well. We had the school rebuilt, and we also had more or less outhouses put in at the school because there was nothing more disturbing than being there and watching the kids go out to the field to use the restroom, and then at lunch go to the restroom or go play in that same field. So yeah, it was.
We have a caller. Caller, state your name. Where are you calling from?
Ron Delansky, from Salamanca, New York.
What's up, man?
What's up, Ron?
Not much. Wanted to say hi to the Lands and the rest of you out there. And I love this channel, and you guys keep doing it. I'm also a big thing with Bearded Viking, and I mean, you guys' builds have been great, and I love your live streams.
Awesome. And I'm going to change my name. I'm going to change my name one day so it matches up with your name.
It was funny because, Bearded Viking calls me Delansky, and I'm like, you call him Delans, and it's Delansky. You know what I mean? It's the same thing, but just add the S-K-I on the end, or the K-I on the end. So it's kind of funny. But I just wanted to say hi to everybody.
Nope. Well, thank you for calling in. I appreciate it. And, thank you about the channel. We love it when you're here.
We get more callers and more contributors for you guys, because you guys do great. I mean, I watch you guys all the time. I'm usually on my YouTube on my TV, so I can't, say anything or whatever. But you know what I'm saying. But you guys have a good night. Thank you.
Thank you for calling.
All right. Yeah. Bye-bye.
That's awesome.
So long story short, that was the whole reason I bought this laptop. Was so while we were there, I could send photos back to our families and to our church and everything. And like I said, I went 3 out of 5 years. We actually built a church in the village. And if you've ever seen a church in a village like that, it's not a church that we have. It is literally a pavilion, and that's it.
Right. The community meeting place. Yeah.
Yeah, it was a very humbling experience. And the funny thing is, you think you're going to go there and change the world. You think you're going to go there and change people, when in reality, you go
They're
there
changing you.
and you get changed because you realize, you know what? Their houses don't have a roof, or they've only got 3 walls, which is blocking the direction of the wind. Their floors are dirt, and they're sweeping the leaves off of their dirt floor to make it clean. It's just a different experience. But
Yep.
yes. And you guys with this computer fund,
Right. Thanks, Plywood.
you know, I really appreciate it. Maybe I should show that more. I don't know, but thank you guys so much. And if there's seriously a computer fund, this money will sit to the side for a computer fund. I don't even know how this is happening.
It's the love and support you show us, man. That's what it is. They want to support you.
Fair, yes. And they're as happy as can be. So their way of life is their way of life, and they accept that and they love that. They have everything in the world that they need. I mean, except for food, which, you know, we've dropped off bags of food. We've brought food. I've ate some of the food. Now, funny story. And this just made me smile because I remembered it. The last trip I was there before COVID, they wanted to make us a meal.
Oh, wow.
So we would always bring food to share with them because we were told, don't eat the food at the village, you know, because of water, sanitation reasons, and everything. So the last day we were there before COVID, they, you know, said, hey, look, they're making food. You might not have a choice not to eat, but be very selective. Don't tell a fat kid to be selective on his food. So they brought in this chicken soup, and it was hot. They don't have kitchens. They're open fire in a pot, grilling and cooking, and it was just amazing. So I'm sitting there and I'm watching everybody else that's with me being very careful as to what they're picking out. And I was like, look, that was just cooking at like 400 degrees. Anything is killed out of it. So they're like, no, we don't want to get sick. We don't want to get sick. And I'm like, all right, well, bring me the food because I'm eating the chicken. So they brought me chicken. They brought me bread, and I'm just eating. I'm eating. And one of the ladies comes up with the interpreter, and I was joking. And I said, was this the chicken that was outside this morning? So the interpreter said it. And then the lady looks at me and goes, yep. I was like, yeah. Sorry.
Ron, thank you, Ron.
Yes, Ron, thank you. Oh my goodness. You guys are too much.
Remember, Deland, people from Wisconsin and Ohio like you despite you being in Michigan. So there's that.
And I like them too. And truly, when I said what I said about Ohio State last year, I truly do like Ohio State. Hold on, I seen something about chicken.
Chicken Alfredo with broccoli and cheese.
Yeah, we don't.
Fresh chicken.
A lot of people don't realize, you know, just how well.
About how good we got it here.
Yeah, just how it may seem crazy and all that shit to us, but yeah, the poorest
Changes your whole
people,
perspective on life. I know for me,
the poorest
seeing that.
people in America are way better off than some of these other countries. Are like way better off, and I think we lose that sometimes.
Yeah.
We don't
Now,
think about.
Because
now,
they haven't experienced something like that. They don't
yep.
realize what's going on in other countries. So
Yeah.
Now, I
they
will
just
say
know what they
this.
know.
Whether Bear was joking or not, fresh chicken. If we raised chickens now, and this is a funny story because I'm in the city, and we're technically not allowed to have chickens. But between me and some of our friends, we raised meat birds, and we raised them organically as we could, being in the city.
Yeah.
The food we gave them was organic. We had them on grass. You know, I raised them. Basically, they were chicks in my house until they were ready to go outside. Kept them in my backyard until they got big enough. Then we moved them to his friend's house who has like 4 or 5 acres, and we kept them on grass and, you know, supplemented their food, but they were basically grass fed. When it was time for them to be harvested, I did the harvesting. There was a farmer nearby, 30 minutes away, who said that he would help me learn how to harvest them and, you know, get them ready. Well, we did that, and you leave them in an ice bath. It was for 4 or 5 days. You keep them in an ice bath because that tenders them up. And I'm telling you what, if you've never seen a truly fresh chicken compared to what is served at the grocery store, you're truly missing out because the meat's better, the fat's better, everything is so much better. And if we had enough room, I would raise them year round.
Wow, Bear's giving me what? Holy crap!
Holy crap!
Canadian Chris, what are you doing, man?
So here's what he said. This is Canadian money, so it's probably enough for a coffee from Bigby. Cheers, eh?
Cheers, Canadian Chris. Oh man, that's awesome, dude. Yeah, Bear's giving me some crap about my hat, and yes, it could lay an egg under my hat. Absolutely, I'd let it. I mean, wow. I think I'm seeing a little hat envy is what it is. That's
the jealousy.
Yeah, it's a little hat envy. It's okay. I understand.
Tell him get him a hat. Now make him a hat band. Make him feel better.
There you go. Judy said she'll make you a hat band if you get you a hat there, Bear. So yeah, so I bought this hat. This hat is from AmericanHatmakers.com. I wish they were a sponsor. And I bought it plain, and my wife made the hat band with the stuff on it. So
thank you guys so much. Seriously, thank you.
Yeah, that's amazing, guys.
That's awesome.
But you know, it's okay, Bear, to have hat envy. I mean, you know.
I have to say, I really don't think many people can pull that off like Rusty does. I mean, I would like to see Bear in one of those hats. Yeah. I just don't think he would look as good as Rusty.
Bear's right. That the hat did lure in the one-legged stripper. It did. I mean, it absolutely did. But yeah, so it is amazing quality. So it's real leather, you know, not fake leather, and they hand make them, and you can look at all that stuff over at AmericanHatmakers.com.
Nice.
Whatever, Bear.
So, I mean, sometimes Bear's hair looks like President Trump's to where it is kind of a hat hair. good looking thing.
Yeah. Oh yeah. Oh.
So, hey, Rusty, how about that? Mike says, hey, one-legged strippers are acrobatic. Just saying. So, I mean, is that true?
No comment. No comment on the one-legged stripper from Vegas. You know, that's I don't. What happens in Vegas stays in Vegas. Well, except for the kid. I don't know where the kid is. Oh, jeez. But yeah, I'm definitely. I got to make a one-legged lamp now. I don't know how that's going to happen.
I gave you
but
the prop. I'll take pictures of it, Rusty, and send it to you.
You guys are nuts. Oh my goodness. I think this has been one of the better off-track lives.
You had a veteran on the show. That's usually what happens. We're always off track.
Yep.
Could you imagine if we were actually drinking on the show? I mean,
oh wow.
Wow.
Yeah, nobody's drinking over here.
I know. Kool-Aid, I know.
I swear one night we should just have a weekend hangout to where we just have a couple. Nah, I don't even want to have a couple drinks. Never mind. No.
All right. Bear's got stuff to do. Thank you, Bear. You are freaking awesome, dude.
Thank you, Bear. We'll talk to you later.
Thanks for popping in, Bear.
And yeah, I've got to get to bed. I've got to get to bed in about a half hour, so I'm gonna probably call it too.
We need to wrap it up here.
Yep.
We went long. We went long today.
We did. I'm surprised. I was keeping it a little bit longer, and then when you popped in, it was just like,
wow. I popped back in.
Yeah, you popped. We had to keep it going. The show must continue.
So Bear says, "See y'all, especially Perry. He's a great kid, and he's right.
Yes, he is.
He's right. You are a great person, Perry, and thank you for everything that you've done, everything you do, and we appreciate you."
Oh my God, Flossie knows about the Rainbow family. Holy crap! I've got stories about the Rainbow.
Oh goodness!
What's the Rainbow family?
Oh, you don't know? Oh, you don't want to know.
It's so just imagine hippies from the 60s and the 70s traveling around to all the different national parks and setting up and pretty much partying all weekend or week or naked, stoned. It's yeah. Yeah, it's crazy. It's crazy. A friend told me. I never went. I did. A friend told me about it. I just want to say that right now. Yeah.
All right. Well, have a good night. I'm going to get ready. I got to pack everything up and get in the house and get ready for bed. Perry, thank you very much for coming on.
Thank you all for having me.
It has been my pleasure. And, thank you everybody for the computer fund. It's going to go towards the computer. We'll see. And thank you guys for being here. And as always, I appreciate you guys. This would not be possible without any of you. So,
yep. Good night.
Let's
say our good nights. Baby Kisses, Runic, Old Path, Flossie, Mike is making stuff, Suzanne, Ron Dulansky. Good night, y'all. Thank you for hanging out and supporting us. We definitely appreciate it.
What?
Holy crap, Carving Wizard. Stop it.
Get you a new laptop, man.
Oh,
damn, that's awesome, dude.
Thank you, sir. You didn't have to do that.
No.
It's my way of tithing. I don't really go to church, but people that help other people, that's my way of tithing to do God's work. That's the way
there you go.
Well, I appreciate it. And thank you guys. I did not do that to try and do this.
We know that, man. We know that, but you deserve it.
Oh my goodness.
That's the thing.
All right.
All right, guys. We'll see you next week, and maybe we can figure out who we're having on next. Somebody email me or Deland. I don't know. Yes, and happy Easter.
Yep. And I will go through my emails and try and figure out who. I thought I put it on a schedule. I thought I told you, but I could be wrong.
I don't know.
I'll figure it out. If not, we'll make some last minute decisions and send out a lot of emails.
Yep.
All right. Have a good night, everybody. Perry, hold on a second.
Okay.
Don't take off yet.
Don't go nowhere. All right. We're closing it out, y'all. We'll see you next week.
Have a good night.